I am Shaun. I'm a creative producer on the digital licensing team at Wizards of the Coast.
I'm Gustav. I'm the game director for Battlemarked over at Resolution Games.
The Demeo system, what it does really well is it takes the best parts of pen and paper tabletop role-playing games and it distills it into what is the most fun about that experience. You know, gathering around a table socially with your friends, playing through really interesting combat encounters.
I think it's been exciting to actually add on to that distilled combat experience, at least some storytelling narrative that drives the players forward a bit more than we did in Demeo.
But ultimately, at the end of the day, if you don't have a compelling reason to be fighting the things that you're fighting, it can all feel a little bit nebulous. So I think that the recent push to build compelling narrative around that like ties all these combat encounters together in like a way that feels super authentic to the Forgotten Realms. I think fans and specifically I think Demeo players are going to be really, really excited to dive in and see what the level of narrative that we've been able to build.
The Dungeons and Dragons DNA is already there in Demeo, and it's been great to like build onto that.
I think what Resolution and Battlemarked specifically bring to the table is it's that laser focus on like fast, quick, like drop into a match and you're playing and fighting stuff immediately sort of focus that I think is Battlemarked's biggest strength, because a lot of times you might bring a new player into Dungeons and Dragons and you might, you do the iconic start at the inn, get your adventure assigned to you, you role play with your friends, and it can take an hour before you even, roll your first die to make an attack roll or cast a spell or something like that. And it's just, you and your friends getting into a fun fantasy fight as quickly as possible.
Demeo, Dungeons and Dragons, Battlemarked.